I don't think I've been here. I don't think I've been here. You know, the thing that struck me the first time we pulled up to that town that we hunt near in Azerbaijan was how much it reminded me of home.
Like Greenwood, Mississippi.
Even when you pull into the town, there's this sign with cotton balls over the top of it, just like Greenwood, Mississippi. It's an agricultural community, and the wetlands we hunt there are ephemeral wetlands, or just imagine 100,000 acre storage reservoir, ephemeral storage reservoir. And that's the kind of environment we hunt. It's fresh water. There's a lot of herbaceous vegetation. There's a lot of natural food sources. There's a lot of natural cover, and it's big. It's really in a scale of Mississippi, though. It's much bigger than any habitat type that we might hunt back home. You know, it's very, very fundamental, very traditional, very traditional hunting. You meet at the boat ramp, you step off in these little pirogues, I call them, little bitty wooden boats. Enough for your duck guide to stand in the back and push pole, enough for you to sit up front, don't bend too far to the left, too far to the right, and just the basic equipment, your shotgun, your gun bag, the decoys, and that's it. Push poling out across the water. It's pitch black dark, no lights because they can see better. You can see better just by the glow of the light in the dim. And then you pull off into this massive rat maze of cane. And it's just these little boat wide trails running for miles, and you come to a forking road that'll fork 5 or 6 different ways. And to me, it's a very surreal experience. It's the water sloshing on the side of the boats, the push, the lunge. It's rustling along the sides of your boat, and it's just like you're in this surreal, enchanted environment. And you never know, around each curve, is that going to be the duck hole? Around the next 5 curves, is that going to be it? And you finally pull out to this little spot, this little area, this little circle, this little duck hole, one of thousands that exist in this environment. And he knew just where you were going, and you're there. They don't have the modern entrapments of camo and just product. It's just bare bones basics. And it's all about playing a clean game. You push up into the natural cover, get the boat steady. The boat's now your shooting platform when you're up in the cover. That cover's so tight it holds your boat. And if they see a duck, the duck could be a mile away. You might have to squint and say, is that really a duck? They go automatically into play the game because they've learned that it's not the modern inducements and technological advancements that get ducks. It's playing a clean game. It's playing that duck's game. It's luring that duck in, and they know that the more they roll the dice, the more it's going to score. Here in America, as duck hunters, we've elevated every aspect of duck hunting to technological art form. The camo, the ammo, the guns, the equipment, the gear, the waders, the boats, the mud motors. And when you travel to somewhere that is fundamentally basic yet perfect duck hunting, like Azerbaijan, you realize that we don't need all that technological hype. We just need to play a good, clean game. We need to perfect the basic fundamentals. Duck hunting the world over is duck hunting. You go back to just the hard-boiled basics, and you melt them down. You distill them into just the hard-boiled fundamentals, and you play that game against that duck. You know that duck's life habits. You know that where that duck needs to be. You know where he's going to go. You know how he talks. You know what he responds to, and you play his game. And in a lot of ways, it seems to me that all of the technological encumbrances that we're inundated with here in America are sometimes, to our own derision, it's a huge distraction. It's a lot of satisfaction in just going back to the very simple game, like my grandfather would have done it, like I would have done it 100 years ago. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. It's almost like the less I take and the more fundamental things become, the greater the reward. You hop on a plane to the United States and you fly 6,000 miles to the other side of the world, to a new culture, new experiences, new people, new foods, new habitats, new species. But in going to Azerbaijan, what I realized, it was almost like climbing into a time machine and stepping back 150 years ago, before all the modern hyper-marketed technology, just down to the bare basics of real duck hunting. We don't think of Azerbaijan, that part of the world, as being a history and a culture of duck hunting, but it is. Even to this day, a lot of our guides, a lot of our staff, they're not out there hunting for sport. They don't have the means. They don't have the exogenous wealth to hunt for recreation. They hunt for food. One of the most striking things I noticed my first time was on the outside of town were all these kiosks, like selling boiled peanuts in the deep south, but they were selling ducks. They were selling wild harvested ducks. And I asked my host about it, and he said, "We eat ducks. They've sold ducks here for 2,000 years. They're not going to stop today. The people eat duck. They love to eat duck. It is a part of who they are." They made this boat out.
Sam, pardon.